ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming back to the channel. Now I get to work on the front door speaker. This will be part two. The part two is going to be 2 steps. So literally what we're going to do, we're going to take off the splash guard, clean that up, sound in the door, inside and out, and put the blockout plate and do nut certs for the blockout plate here. And then we're going to actually, in this case, put nut certs for the new speaker. And then we're going to see if we can run some new wires for the new driver here. And then also put a tweeter in the upper location. But the speaker and the tweeter is going to be another video. Because we're going to do a new speaker and we're going to get it all dialed in. But we're going to first get this all done. The splash guard done. And the sound deadening on the inside of the door panel. And get some pictures of that or video of that. Stay tuned. So as you can see, I drill all the nut certs out, drill in, and I use the 7/64 drill bit and kind of reamed out a little bit, as you can probably see from the video. Now I got to do the same thing here. I'm gonna do with a 5 or 4 millimeter. I'm not sure. I think it's a 5 millimeter, maybe a 6. But I'm gonna step this out and put new nut certs in here and make it look good too. So there's just little steps like these can make an install perform really well and makes it easy for serviceability. Really what the blackout panel does, it reinforces the actual door panel so it's stronger. Also gives it a good baffle. So now you don't have any wave. The front wave can be affected by the back wave as far as the speaker's concerned when the speaker's playing in the door panel. It also just gives it also some deadening as well versus just a splash guard piece of plastic. And you want things like that for your speaker to perform to the maximum of the potential. Like I said, I'm going to upgrade the speakers, not in this video, but I'm going to literally upgrade the speakers so the performance will be outstanding at that point. So stay tuned for the next part. Like I said, this part, tearing it out, redoing these. All right. So I took the opportunity to drill the nut certs out in this here, drill it out. What I basically did was, since it was a square hole, because it comes out with a square peg, a square adapter, I took a drill bit and I went from 11/32 and made the hole bigger until I got to 25/64 drill bit size, and that allowed me to freaking put the speaker back in and use stainless or whatever kind of hardware I want to mount the speaker in, and I can always change it out. In this case, this is kind of a I call it a step up when it comes down to it, to installing a speaker, because when it's said and done, your average installer is going to definitely put regular screws in that location, and that's expected to at regular pricing. But if you want to do something that's more elite and that's going to be interchangeable, whether you go to a 6-inch, 8-inch, or 6x9 kit, it's always going to be able to bolt in, and the hallway is always going to be good. You never have to worry about them falling apart. And in worst case scenario, you could re-drill these out. So the next step is to sound in these doors. I got to let them dry out a little bit. And then I'm gonna do stage, like I said, part 2 of the sound deadening on the door. Now it's time to get some sound deadening done. So like I said, I'm gonna do in here, get this done, put all these plugs off, and get this sound deadened too. Watch. So we got the door panel all wrapped up as far as sound deadening goes. We still got to get the new driver, a new speaker, and we're going to redo the A-pillar too. I didn't do this here, but it wasn't really like it really truly needs it. But everything on this door is done. We still got to wrap up the passenger side doors, but you got the nut certs, the block off panel. Like I said, this thing makes the door panel really solid. So stay tuned for part 3, which is deadening the door panel itself.